Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at NatG, the Northern Almost Tactical Gaming Channel. Coming at you with post 8.7. It did drop. We've got nerfed stuff out on the battlefield now, and some buffed stuff. And really, I'm really liking this update, guys. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when we get the drone rework. But so far, I'm really liking this, and we're going to run my hangar, which has some nerfed equipment, nerfed bots, nerfed weapons. We're just going to go out there and tear it up and see what we can do with it. We're going to talk a little bit about 8.7. So let's go ahead and, this took a pretty heavy hit. The Angler took a hit in its damage ability and in its shield, its physical shield up front ability. So we're talking a squishier Angler. And its special ability is now kind of, it's not great. It's okay, but it's not what it was prior to the update. So let's go ahead and talk about how to run this now, because I've actually ran a few matches with this since the update dropped in. It's still a good bot, guys. You just got to run it a little different. What I'm using its special ability for now is not over the top going in to do damage. I'm using it as a defensive and a conveyance mechanism, kind of like the Ravana. I'm running it very much like a Ravana, which is I'm not counting on any damage from its special ability. It does some, and that's fantastic. Let's go and work on this nether right here. But I'm really using it to get from point A to point B quick, and then to get away from damage, and of course get myself into position to do some things. Let's go and work on this guy. Give him a little love from the rust weapon. So, I was kind of hoping I'd get him. But the Angler, it's perfectly fine. Just run it a little more defensively. Think Ravana. If you run it that way, you'll be perfectly fine with the Angler. Now the rust weapons did get a reload nerf. It's a very, very small one, though. It's like a 1 second, 5 second reload to a 6 second reload. Not huge difference. These weapons are still very, very good. And I'm planning on leveling them up to a max level and keep running them. So, first part of the nerf that for me, at least my hangar, there's a nice kill, I'm doing quite fine with. So, let's go ahead and push this a little more aggressive. Now, I do have to make a little disclaimer. I kind of had it wrong when I was talking about the tier buffs before. Like, the tier 4 weapons got a 40% bump in damage. And I was thinking tier 4 was the low level stuff, and I was wrong on that. It's the upper weapons. They want to buff the non-meta upper tier weapons, and they have a list of ones that aren't touched as far as tier 4 goes over on Reddit. And they're not, and the lesser weapons are getting, tier 3 and tier 2 are getting the much lesser updates, the buffs, the 25% and then the respective 10%. And that is, I think, just to keep, certain leagues of weapons and players in certain leagues. It's just to keep there a striation, a layering of the type of players that are moving up in the ranks. So just wanted to clarify that. We've been just chasing this Typhon here for a few seconds. Let's go ahead and see if we can get in on him. Now I've got his special ability going, and as you can see, I'm doing just a smidge, just a little bit of damage. You can't count, like before the update, that would have actually taken him out. That Typhon would have been gone. You can't rely on it anymore. It's great to have that little extra damage, but like I said, don't think of it as a weapon anymore. It's just more of an annoyance, and it's going to be just a defensive run. Okay, let's go ahead and run the Fafnir. The Fafnir didn't get a nerfing at all. And the hammer on top didn't get a buff or a nerf, I don't believe. So we're going to work on that. Or at least, if the hammer took a nerf, it's not much of an observable one, because I'm still doing lots of damage with it. Of course, the rust missiles on the side got the slight reload time nerfing, an addition of an extra second. This is just a solid build still. And this is an MK2 level 1 hammer I have on here. And it still does a really good job as far as pounding out damage and doing blast charge goodness where it needs to. So hammers, they should be fine as far as continuing to run them. I'd have to look to see if they actually took some sort of a damage. I thought there was going to be a damage nerf to them, but I'm not really sure. So I'd have to look. But I'm going to max this one out. This is just a solid build. I mean, it is just a destroyer. And the Fafnir, it hasn't taken a nerf, period. This thing is just, the Fafnir is the perfect tank. It's just squishy enough to be just squishy enough to make it not necessary to nerf. It's just tanky enough that it can go out there and slug it out with anything. And of course it's slow, so it's not too fast, so it's not over the top. It's not pushing those meta buttons that hammer on people to go look at nerfing them. So Fafnir, pretty safe. And this weapons combo, I'm still pretty impressed with. So let's go ahead and move back to the side here. I'm getting hammered out here by a, looks like Vaha Madra or a Madra firing Titan down there. Let's go ahead and get back. Nope, not going to happen. Oh well, got killed by Megatron, I believe that was the name there. Okay, let's go ahead and drop my Titan. Oh, there's the Titan right there. Oh, it's Meg Thor. I thought it was Megatron. Never mind. We'll just take him out of here. He's going to be gone in a second. Ain't gonna matter. You're gone. Goodbye. Let's go ahead and work on him. There's a nice double kill. Now, the one weapons we'll be looking at here in a minute will be the punchers. They took a pretty heavy hit. They got a scattering at distance. You're gonna have to play them very close to the, very close to your target. 300 meters or less if you want them to be super effective. Because they did get that scattering at 500 meters. They got a bigger spread. And that's too bad, because I don't think that weapon needed to be nerfed at all. It's not over the top. It's usable. But what can you do? You improvise, adapt, and overcome. Okay, we lost at the Titan there, but I did manage to use my Frozen Scorn to inflict a little damage to everyone down there. Now, the Northlight it's supposed to have taken a nerf. I don't have the Northlight on here. I'm just learning to play without it. I'm running the Frozen Scorn for the time being. You could also run the Orion. Both of them are very, very viable motherships at this point. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to kind of avoid the Northlight for a while. I might jump into that later in the month, and we'll see. Okay, now this bot here took its third nerf, the Khepri. It's just squishier. It's still very viable, still very usable. What do we got up there? Should put my glasses on so I can see a little better. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and hop down. Let's get the reload going. He's hiding behind the wall right there. I need to get up here if I want to hammer on him. There he is, Meg Thor over there. And you see, I'm taking a lot of hits right here, and I'm holding up okay. I mean, the Khepri is still a tank. It's still going to be a very viable bot, so I'm not going to get too excited about it, about the nerf it took. Now, like I said, these are the weapons right here that, yeah, might see a few of them being taken off the battlefield, because you have to get really close now with them. People are really liking them to do 500 meters and sit back. Now you want to do what I'm doing here. You want to get kind of close, and then you can give them the love. But it's ammo capacity. It goes so quick. It's not a super brawling weapon, guys. It's just really not. It works for a brawler, but it's more of a mid-range type weapon. But it's kind of nerfed out now. It's not going to be as good at that, so just be mindful of it. Now, I don't have all the weapons necessary to test all the Tier 4 and Tier 3 weapons. I don't have a battle rec account, so I can't sit there and tell you which weapons are going to be good. But my advice to you is don't get fooled by the damage amount. Look at the reload time on them. Like the Redeemer got a crazy nice bump as far as damage goes. I think that's in the 40% damage bump in the Tier 4. It's got a relatively short reload, so that one's going to be really good. You got to get close, but it's still, it's getting a lot of damage. So the Redeemer is pretty good. Look at your reload times. That is what is most important. Alrighty, 3.7. I had 7 kills and 8 beacon caps. Ooh, we got my expert crate. Sweet, I get some more of my power cells back. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Quick tale of the tapes for you guys. 3.7 million. I had 7 kills, 8 beacon caps. Playing Beacon Rush, gotta catch beacons, and that's what I did there. Definitely, it was a fun one, guys. 8.7. There's some things you definitely want to be mindful of. The nerfs, at least on my hangar. My hangar was not nerfed. It was nerfed, but not horribly nerfed. Very playable. Still going to take me to Champion League. I'm going to level everything up. It's going to be okay. The punchers I'm kind of questionable about, but I'm also kind of questionable about leveling up a set of Decays and Blights and them, because they're going to get nerfed eventually too. Why wouldn't I just level up this nerf set of weapons I have right now? I'll have to kind of debate on that one. But I wish I had a battle rec account just to go through and show you guys the Tier 4 weapons that did get bumps that really come back a bit. But you'll have to go watch some of the other guys who play that who have battle rec accounts, since I don't. But definitely there's some good weapons that are going to make somewhat of a comeback. But like I was talking before, watch the reload time. That's where they get you. It's just like with, you've got the sonic shotguns. They got a nice damage bump. Not the 40%, but they just got a damage bump. That was part of the, the buffing of the 8.7. But increased the reload time, took away some ammo. So you're really not gaining anything. Once you boom, 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 and your clip's empty, you are in deep trouble if you're a brawler. So watch the reload times, guys. That's what you need to do. All right, guys, time to bail out here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm dropping it. All right, guys, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.